So when you're called by God, and He tells you or He shows you that what that He wants to do something through you, believe what He said, right? Believe that what He said will happen, and then get around somebody who will celebrate you and celebrate with you, because they recognize what God is doing in you. And the way that you identify these types of people is by praying that God shows them to you, right? Just like Gabriel showed Mary. He told Mary that Elizabeth was pregnant too. So in the same way, God he'll show you other people who may not necessarily be related to you, but they are kin to you in the fact that they too are pregnant with purpose. So when you're in the conception phase, you have to be careful who you surround yourself with, and who you tell what God has spoken to you, because some people can't see it, because they look at your situation for what it is in the natural, right? What it appears to be at the moment, not what it can be. They don't look at it through the eyes of the Holy Spirit to see how great it will be, or despite whatever your current situation is, or how impossible it may look at the moment. And if you're not careful, being around these types of people can add to your disbelief and your doubt. Remember what Gabriel said. He said, nothing is impossible with God. Nothing, right? And also, you can't initially tell everybody what God is doing in your life, because some people may get jealous or envious, and they might start to compare what God is doing in your life with what they feel God is or is not doing in their lives, right? And that creates what we call haters, right? Those are haters. And so here's a tip though that Mary shows us. Some of the best people to find when you're conceiving what God is doing in your life are people who are also carrying something of their own that God is doing through them, right? These people, they can truly celebrate what God is doing in you without jealousy or comparison or competitiveness, because they also have something that God is doing in them. And you don't need a bunch of people either, right? That's what Mary showed us. Just one good one, right? She found one good person, Elizabeth, who was able to recognize that what was happening in Mary's life was from God, right? Then she celebrated and supported Mary. That's what you need. You need people who can see God's hand moving in your life, and who will celebrate and support that, right? That's good. That's good for